everybody, and welcome to Movie Couple Live. This is a show where we talk about the latest in movie news and pop culture. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to today's show. So we still have we've kept our upper and lower layout thing, but we kind of went back to StreamYard because it was being really weird. So if you don't see the little alert pop up like they have been doing the last couple of streams, that is why. But we're going to try to figure it out. This is so far just been, it for some reason works better than OBS for some odd reason, but I do use OBS because I like it for Twitch, but for some reason for this thing, it doesn't
for
want to
YouTube,
work.
it's not quite as helpful.
Yeah, I don't know, but Debbie says y'all sound good.
Woohoo!
So thank you.
Navi's on her job today.
Yeah, I know. And now she's taking a nap. So you guys, welcome to the show. We're so excited to be hanging out with you for the next hour. And on today's show, we are talking about that Star Wars Visions trailer.
We're also going to be talking about Captain America 4 and Captain America 4 news.
And of course, a little update on the Halloween Horror Nights Universal Studios Hollywood update. That and so much more coming up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And just want to thank everybody who sent over some DMs via Instagram last night when my computer decided to crash, which is it's happened once or twice. It's a relatively new computer. I only got it in 2020, but every once in a while, it just did it just decides to shut down where you're just oh God. And when I turned it back on and everything started running, the edit that I was doing for the What If episode 2 was no longer there. And I was about 60% done. So I sat there. I think I just stared at the computer and doing nothing for 3 minutes and was literally about to lose my cool.
I would understand that you would completely lose your
But
cool.
it was also 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I can't wake you up when you were, so I decided that I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to get mad about it. And I'm just going to channel that frustration and anger into quickly re-editing everything. So there is that. So
that just shows what a professional Wendy is. She's able to lose 60% of her work and still be able to bring out such an amazing product, because this was an awesome episode for What If, and I'm really glad that you were able to just keep your cool and not break it. I don't think I would have been able to do it. I think I probably would have woken up if I was editing. I would have woken up Wendy with the yelling all the swears and the expletives coming out.
Yeah, it just wasn't going to get me anywhere. So it would have just made me more angry. And instead, I just not honestly, not really, because I have an interesting trigger when it comes to being angry. And if I let myself be angry, then I just go down the rabbit hole. So I decided to not do. I was like, not today, anger, and decided to edit. So that video is up on the channel if you guys want to go ahead and give that a watch. What is also up on the channel, what will be up on the channel, I'm in the process of editing. I think I'm about maybe 20% into it. So there's more that I have to do after the live stream, but we do have a vlog from the premiere of Shang-Chi. That's right. We actually did get to go to the Shang-Chi premiere. As you guys saw, my tweet blew up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, heck, I think Marvel even retweeted it, right?
Retweeted it. Shang-Chi retweeted it. Motion Pictures retweeted it. And other outlet Nerdist did. And I was just like, oh, thanks guys for including my thoughts. And it was just, it's not really meant to be a review because technically media, we are all embargoed until next Monday. So you'll start seeing reviews for actual reviews instead of just a social reaction. But the initial reaction, as you guys saw, and I'll just kind of repeat what I said, I thought, I love the film and I can't wait for everybody to experience it. It's so much better than I expected. I was actually, honestly, I was a little afraid going in because I wanted so badly to be good.
Yeah.
And especially, having an Asian superhero lead, this is his movie. I was so excited to see Simu Liu do all the stuff, and he did all the stuff, and that's probably all we can say for now. You'll be able to watch the vlog sometime later today.
I cannot wait for you guys to see some of these action scenes.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah, I'm not going to say much more about it.
Get your eyeballs ready. Just get your eyeballs ready. If you choose to go see this in theaters, obviously, you guys know Shang-Chi is having an exclusive theatrical only release. If you choose to go, just be safe. Wash your hands, wear your mask. Don't touch your eyes. I still firmly believe in that. Don't touch your eyeballs. You know, I do that in flu season. I do that now. So anyways, yeah, wear your mask, enjoy the movie. Let's see. We have a couple of super chats to get to. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. First one comes from Marvin Martin.
Thank you, Marvin.
Thank you so much for constant support.
With a new Marvin the Martian tag on that one, picture on there.
That's
it's
cool.
Every single time you have a new one.
It.
And it looks like someone who cosplayed as Marvin the Martian.
We love that. So Marvin today writes, The Invisible, Sixth Sense in high school. Ooh,
interesting. That kind of sounds like a mix of Sixth Sense and what is it, Paranorman, to where if you're in high school and you see dead people and you're kind of like,
I see dead people. I don't.
Nope, we do not. But I think that would be an interesting concept if a kid saw dead people while in high school, kind of thing.
That's so distracting on top of exams.
And but then again, you can also be like, hey, what's the answer to number 6? The ghost will go over there, look at number 6.
If the ghost wants to cooperate with
help you cheat.
Maybe. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I would be wondering if that would lean more towards, like, say, a comedy use of that kind of power, or if it's a lot darker and sinister.
But see, like the Sixth Sense didn't have ghosts like that. They had creepier, not going to help you cheat on test ghosts. So,
but Paranorman was more like that.
But he didn't say anything about Paranorman. You said
I said Paranorman, but I got the idea of in high school. So
I see. Marvin is also recommending Before I Fall, which is Sixth Sense again meets Groundhog Day. Okay, and Scarecrow of Romney Marsh Joker meets Zorro. That sounds really cool. Go ahead and screenshot that right now. Thank you so much to Marvin for always recommending us new shows. Speaking of Sixth Sense, which is reminding me of Haley Joel Osment, which reminds me of the show you and I just finished watching, Sweet Tooth, because the kid, the lead kid actor who plays Sweet Tooth, or Gus, reminded me a lot
of Haley Joel
Osment, like the little cute, adorable, but like can really act kid. Fantastic. So we just finished a show. I believe there is a season 2 confirmed, which is great because they left us on a huge cliffhanger. So we can't wait to see season 2. I really didn't expect the show to be like, for me to be that invested in the show.
I like this one comment: Casper the cheating ghost.
One comment or one
a comment for the Sixth Sense comment that we had in high school. It should be down at the bottom.
I don't see it.
I lost it.
I don't see it.
Oh, there it is.
Where?
By that person.
Yay. It says yay.
Oh, I know, but it was.
I believe Dustin when he says that. I was just trying to find it to put it up on the screen, but I can't find it. But at least you said it out loud. We're gonna go ahead and go right into the next super chat. This one's from Chris's Choice. Here we go.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you so much, Chris. Chris writes, R.I.P. Fast and Max Pass.
They're gone.
Wait.
I remember hearing that. Yeah, that they've gotten rid of the Fast Pass.
Paris, not Disneyland. This is new for us.
Well, I thought it would make sense that they would start trying to transition into a new pass.
Hold on. I didn't. Okay. So you were aware of this news? Or
well, I wasn't aware of it, but I was.
You just said that you knew about. I mean,
I remember hearing that they were going to drop the Fast and Max Pass.
Oh,
maybe it was just the fact that we heard about. I thought that was
Paris, which has nothing to do with that. Anyways, Chris writes, Disney Genie and Genie Plus, cute name. I like that. What are your thoughts on the new system, and are you excited about it? I don't know what I did with my phone, so I can look it up real quick. Is it on my desk?
No, it is not.
Super cool. Okay.
But also, I mean, how do we feel about this? That's kind of a tricky question since they haven't rolled it out yet. And so far, what we've seen so far of Fast Pass replacements has been what they did in Paris, and that was an epic failure. I mean, if it's like what they did in Paris, I'm going to be livid. I'm going to be pissed.
Okay, well, here we go. The New York Times has an article for it, and it's their tagline is, to skip the line at Disney, get ready to pay a genie.
Oh, no.
So, well, hold your horses. For the first time, line skipping privileges at Walt Disney World in Florida. So maybe it's not Disneyland yet. Well, I'm sure we'll get it's usually the same for both parks on both coasts. It's going to cost $15 a person, and at a cost for what is already an expensive destination. That is true. So Florida is permanently the Orlando park, Walt Disney World, is permanently retiring the free line skipping Fast Pass system, and for the first time will be charging a $15 a person for the privilege of skipping the longer line, opening up a potentially colossal new revenue stream. That sounds about right. And before the pandemic, the #1 theme park at the resort, Magic Kingdom, attracted 21 million visitors annually. So we know that Disneyland and Disney World are both pretty expensive destinations. As this article points out, $15 versus the previous, which was I think only 10, or I think wasn't it included if you were a pass holder?
Well, it depends. I guess
or something like that.
If it's $15 for the Genie Plus, then I'm kind of like, okay, then it's like the Max Pass, to where you might get pictures involved, and you can do
I remember that.
digital Genie passes kind of thing. And then if it's free for like just the normal Genie Pass kind of thing, then I'll be like, okay, that's kind of cool. But I'm like, if it's like $20, like $15 for the regular and then $20 for the plus, I'm actually going to be kind of pissed, because taking something that was once free and now charging people for it, I'm like, I mean, does Disneyland really need more revenue?
I mean, they're a business, so of course they want to make. If people are willing to pay for, of course they would, open that option up for themselves. So,
and we actually have here Chris saying and Songbird saying that it's going to be $20 a day at Disneyland.
Why is it more expensive on California? Things are already expensive here. We pay more state tax.
Yep.
We pay not state tax, but higher sales tax. All right. So reading a little bit more into this, the Disney Genie service itinerary function is going to be free, so at least there's that. It will also integrate other planning features, including mobile food ordering, and for the first time, visitors will be shown both current ride times and a time wait forecast. Better hurry to Splash Mountain, because this is just an example that they give. Better hurry to Splash Mountain because the line is only expected to grow, or vice versa. So here is, let's see, for those who are willing to pay $15 a person at Disney World, or $20 at Disneyland, that's how I feel about it. There will be Genie Plus. So the upgrade, charged per day, allows visitors to choose the next available time to use the Lightning Lane at a variety of rides, including classics like Haunted Mansion and new favorites like the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Only one of these selections can be made at a time, with the ultimate number of fast boarding that people can squeeze into a day, depending on the length of day and overall attendance. In other words, no stockpiling. But some of the popular rides is not going to be available on this Disney Genie Plus selection. For example, so it's going to be a la carte, essentially, and the price is going to fluctuate based on date, attraction, and park. A bit like the article is using an example as saying that it's a bit like surge pricing for Uber, and guests will be limited to 2 of these upgrades in a day. I don't know how this sounds. Right now, me no likey.
Nope.
So the article states that Disney declined to discuss its pricing plan for this option. The company also declined to list the attractions, though one will be Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which is over in Orlando. And because sometimes that one, the standby time can exceed up to 2 hours on a busy weekend, which totally makes sense because it's a new, fresh ride. So this is going to be introduced in the fall. Let's see. And they're charging less for Disney Plus at they're charging less for Genie Plus at Disney World because families tend to visit there for several days. That's not to say that people don't come to California for several days. They do that too.
Yeah, but in Disney World, you have like 5 different parks to go to. So right there, they're anticipating to be at least 1 park per day.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. And yeah, here we have 2.
That's interesting.
Honestly, it's also one of those things that you're going to have to find out on whether or not it's actually worth it. I mean, if you're able to save a couple hours by buying Disney Plus, but not Disney Plus, Genie Plus.
Take the plus out. Call it something else.
Yeah, call it the Genie Pass or something.
Yeah.
But I'm just worried that, anytime they start like a new program like this, that it's going to end up getting hit kind of like Paris did. And you're going to end up spending this much money to actually end up just get waiting longer in line. I am frustrated that I'm happy at least that they have a free version that you can still get fast passes. You'll still get the information of, hey, these are the wait times as of right now. The wait times are expected to go up. You can still do food ordering on there. And I think that's all we're going to do. I don't think we would get the Genie Plus. But if you are there for a limited time and you're from out of state, then yeah, you probably are going to want to get this pass so you can save a couple hours here and there so you can do more things.
Yeah, no, I agree with that completely. I think this is definitely catering to those who have this is like their once a year trip to Disneyland or Disney World, so they can best utilize and expedite their time. I think for frequent visitors who are able to purchase the Disney Key, for example, people like me and Dustin, people like Ordinary Adventures, though I feel like they should get it too because they do so much filming and exploring in their video for their content that it would make sense for them to best utilize their time. So it's really depending on like your money versus your time. Like for Dustin and I really don't feel like that's something we need to get. And obviously we can grab the upgrade whenever we feel like it. So it's not like if you don't purchase it at the beginning of the day, then you're out of luck. Obviously it's best if you get it top of the day, but you and I have been on all the rides at Disneyland. And multiple times, luckily for like Rise of the Resistance, we've gone on twice. We've only gone to do Web Slingers once, but that's a pretty fast on and off load. So I don't feel like that would ever be like a 2-hour wait.
Yeah, because it
even
really
in the summer.
is, since it's one of those moving, hey, the next car is in, you put people in, next car comes in, and it's one of those things that you can just keep on loading instead of like, say, like a roller coaster, like the Incredicoaster, you have to wait for the next car to come all the way through the ride.
Casper the cheating ghost. There it is. I found it. So far our thoughts on the Genie and Genie Plus passes is I'm kind of lukewarm to it. I don't think it's really for, our style of park going, but I think for everybody else, obviously it's your money. So you do with it what you want. If you find it's worth it, get it. It's $15, but I want to put $15 towards like merch or food. That's
true.
Just me.
A part of me would really like to get like an extra corn dog or
more popcorn.
More popcorn.
Always more popcorn. We have another super chat. You guys, thank you so much for all the super chats.
Marvin.
Marvin writes, before I fall, Groundhog Day meets high school. Oh, meets high school. Okay. Got it. Groundhog Day meets high school. Versus
that would be interesting. And then because then you could really get all of the A pluses on all of the tests. Because then, this is the test that I've taken 100 times. I know all the answers to them. Yeah.
No, it's can you imagine if you had a ghost that would help you cheat? But then you kind of be friends with like you'd be like that one person in the hallway, like at your locker, speaking to the ghost, but no one else can see the ghost. So you're kind of speaking to yourself, and people are like, "What?"
Oh yeah, you would definitely be the weird kid. But then you
ace all the tests. So like, really, eventually you leave high school. So like, who cares? You know. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. And says, Marusu says, Bob Chapek gonna give you microtransaction for your
micro. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? Purchase. Honestly, that's what Disneyland is probably going to become. And actually that's what it is. If you want merchandise, you have to get microtransactions. If you want food, if you want Genie Plus, you have to. It's all microtransactions.
So expensive.
How can Disney get the most money out of you?
Oh my God.
Now the only thing is if Disneyland was free, then they'd be true microtransactions everywhere.
Yeah, you can pay per ride, which is how they did it in the beginning, right? Wasn't
like you had to buy
entry
a ticket pass.
An entry, was like, well, I don't know if with inflation now it was like 20 cents to get in, and then you have to pay however many cents per ride, and you got like the ticket.
And that's why they call the big rides their e-ticket attractions, because it took one of the big e-tickets in order to get in. And it was like A, B, C, D, and E, I think.
Yeah. Debbie says that name is going to be confusing.
Yes,
I'm already calling it Disney Plus, talking about the streaming service when I actually want to talk about the ride pass. Like it's gonna, I feel like you gotta avoid plus. Just don't put plus.
Because
Paramount Plus, Discovery Plus, Disney Plus.
I think there's also
Apple
like Sony
plus TV.
Apple Plus TV. Everyone's going with the Plus.
What else is there pluses?
There's another one out there. I think
Plus.
there's like a Sony Plus or something.
Gosh.
So yeah, it's gonna get
Navi Plus.
Navi Plus.
She barely opened her eyes.
She's like, whatever, you guys. I'm on my break.
We have a tremendous super chat from Tony.
Thank you so much, Tony.
Thank you so much. Tony writes, just wanted to drop a hey. Hi.
What's up, Tony?
And pay for dinner tonight. Love, I'll enjoy. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
We're gonna get some. I want to get Outback.
It's actually perfect because we bought it like a digital ticket for the A24's The Green Knight because they're doing like a one night only showing and it's at a specific time. So we're gonna go ahead and take your super chat. Thank you so much and order us a dinner and we'll have a movie and we get to watch.
Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it.
Dev Patel, thank you so much. Oh, thank you, bless. Thank you so much. Which reminds me that we also do have Streamlabs available. Just search The Movie Couple and you should find us. And oh no, that's not that. No.
Wrong one.
Am I gonna get copyright strike because I sing that?
Oh, I don't think so because it's all over.
Yeah, TikTok rules and YouTube rules are kind of different though.
Well, you know, if the rejects got tagged on the Mission Impossible thing,
yeah, that's awful.
And it's kind of like, what?
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, but you know, hopefully we did it for such a short period of time, it will just go right over the what is that? The algorithm's head.
I hope so.
Tony, thank you so much. I am really excited. I'm really looking forward to having a nice dinner with my beautiful wife.
Thank you. Should we move on to our next topic?
Yes, our first topic of the day.
Okay, let's see.
Because we actually got a good amount of topics to talk about today.
Yeah, we've missed you guys.
So and I love it when we get like a lot of fun topics just dropped.
Yeah.
So we have like a really cool
like a variety of different things we're talking about. And since we're kind of in talking about the theming of theme parks, talk a little bit about Universal Studios Hollywood here, who was gearing up for their Halloween Horror Nights extravaganza. The event is back. Everybody skipped the spoopy stuff last year because I think some people did it, but it was like more like a drive-through experience as opposed to like in person.
I still wish we did some of those.
I know,
but they were some of them were super expensive.
$70 for the both of us. It's like, ooh, I don't know. Could have made a vlog out of it, I guess. Like, but then like you would have driven, I would have been vlogging. And I feel like we wouldn't have gotten to enjoy it. Right.
And that's another thing too. If you're also focusing on driving and making sure that you're like following the path, it's kind of hard to enjoy. So there's always one person, even if you have a car full of 5 people, that there's going to be one person who doesn't get to solely focus on what's going on around them.
Yeah. So, but just make sure if you go to any of these like drive-through pop-up things, if they have any, clean all of your windows before you go. So you're not trying to look through the smudges. Back to Halloween Horror Nights. So they are coming back full force, including the Purge Terror Tram. Terror Tram is back. So I'm very excited about that because when I started scaring at Universal Studios Hollywood back in, I think, 2014 or 2015.
That's where you started, huh?
2015 was my first year for Halloween Horror. Oh, maybe 2014. I don't remember. It could have been as early as 2013, to be honest.
Yeah, because I don't think we were married yet. No, we definitely were not married. We got married in 2014. So it must have been like 2013, 2012.
I actually want to say it was 2011 or 2012.
So it's 10 years ago.
It was a long time ago. And when I got cast, I got put in Terror Tram, which I remember in the beginning being kind of like disappointed because as a performer, because I wanted to be in a maze. But I'm so glad they put me on Terror Tram because there's a thing we say for characters. We call it Tramily instead of like family. We call it Tramily. And I really felt that like family unit where like your fellow characters are looking out for you because you're performing with them, 8+ hours in a day. You're tired, you're sweaty, you're gross, but you have each other to kind of like, come on, keep going. Or like, hey, I'm gonna watch your back. Like this dude that's coming up, like the guest. Sometimes you get a little too like, before they come in and they're a little, final out. I was trying to keep it light, but like you can smell it as they come by like heavily, and then they kind of want to get a little aggressive with their like swings. And yes, I do it like this because that's how I've seen some of them swing like this. Which I was like, I mean, if you swing like that, you won't hurt me, but like, so we have each other's back. So I'm happy to hear that Terror Tram is back, and the theming is going to be, of course, the Forever Purge, which I think is the perfect place for Terror Tram, because there's areas that's a little bit more open, and there's different sets that they can put up that can make you feel like you're a part of, like, you know, that setting, which is great. Because prior they used to do it on New York Street, which is the main street. Coming down, which can work, but I also would like to see other properties, in the Purge being the first thing you see when you get into the park, because they've done that for years.
Yeah, well, and the thing is about the Purge is that it really does lend itself perfectly to that chaotic kind of Terror Tram, to that kind of environment where you're just in one and you're being kind of attacked from all sides.
Yeah.
And not just being, what is that called? Like going through a maze. Properties like The Walking Dead, The Purge are really good to be in that non-maze kind of, not exhibit, but that non-maze atmosphere of Halloween Horror
Nights. It's more of a
Nights.
scare zone versus like a maze, like where you don't really know how it's ending, and it's not there's not a specific carved out path that you should follow. There is a path, but it's open.
Yeah.
It's kind of open season for us characters to come and get you, because we can approach, because we're not constrained to like, oh, you have to hide in this, like, behind this door and pop out and hit like a trigger for this lighting and sound effect. Like, you have to rely on your character movement or whatever sound you are allowed to or not allowed to make. So it just really depends.
The last time I went to Terror Tram, they still had the War of the Worlds airplane crash.
Do they still have that?
And that's what I'm curious. If anyone has gone to Universal Studios recently,
let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments if they still have. I'm pretty sure they still do, because it's just such a big thing to have there. One, it would be very difficult to remove.
It's a whole plane.
It's a real whole plane. Yeah. They had to bring it in sections for War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
But I'm also curious on whether or not that it's still a big draw. You know, they could use that land for something else. They can put parts of Harry Potter there, you know, because
we don't know,
you know, whether or not they're going to do
give us Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley, yeah. And and it's been a while since we've been to Universal Studios.
Yeah, no, I want to go, but then we also said that we wouldn't do theme parks anymore for the rest of this year. So maybe we'll go in 2021 and we'll bring you guys along with us. 2022. I'm so sorry.
2021 has gone by so fast that it really does feel like we're still coming up to 2021.
So Terror Tram is not the only thing that is returning. They also have a maze themed to Halloween 4. So it's called The Curse of Michael Myers. So that is back. The Jabberwockies, they are back performing again. So if you are going to Halloween Horror Nights, take the time to watch one of their shows. It's fantastic. They're excellent, and you will really enjoy. And of course, other previously announced mazes include the Haunting of Hill House. Let's see, they have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I remember that maze being amazing. I don't know what they're doing with this year, but it's going to be awesome. They have Universal Monsters, The Bride of Frankenstein Lives, The Exorcist. Oh no, The Exorcist.
Oh yeah,
that's also coming back. The Curse of the Pandora Box, and of course, The Walking Dead. There will always be The Walking Dead, which is like the set attraction that they already have there.
Because that's always there. That's there year round. I'm actually really curious about the Pandora's Box, because that's all Greek mythology. And I'm kind of like, oh, does that mean they're going to have you like in a maze with a minotaur? I'm curious about maybe like a Medusa kind of a thing. So I'm really curious on what they're going to do with that. But it seems like they're bringing back a lot of the
you got to go back to the roots of the haunts. You got to go back to that, because it's always going to work.
Mike Myers, Chainsaw Massacre, Exorcist, those are like the big hits. If you make a maze, it's going to be good.
The Exorcist creeps me out more than Texas Chainsaw and Michael Myers. It really does, for some odd reason. I can't watch it. I will never watch that movie inside this apartment ever. But they also have scare zones, which is not inside a maze. It's just a portion of an area of the park, like usually a pathway that's covered heavily in fog, and they have, you know, obviously the characters roaming around that area heavily as you walk through it. So just watch your 360 as you go by those areas if you scare easily. And those scare zones include Universal Monsters, Silver Scream Queens, and this is going to be adjacent of The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. And this is the first, I'm so proud that we're finally getting this. Yes, ladies. The first all-female scare zone featuring The Bride of Frankenstein, Aksunamun, the Mummy. Ooh,
I love the fact that
Dracula's Daughter, and She-Wolf of London. I'll tell you guys this. I've done both roles at Universal Studios. I've done the supervisor role and I've done the character role. Both are hard. I would say the supervisor role is hard on you mentally because you gotta, a lot of things to organize. You gotta keep your characters safe. For characters, it's endurance. I used to tell my characters, I do not want you to see you go 100% first hour of the night because you're going to deplete your energy. You're going to be tired, and I need you to last the whole night. Just give me a solid 60 to 70. We're great. And what do they do always? 110% out of the game. I'm like, stop.
Slow down. This is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
I did one season of
Stretch and hydrate, guys.
Of Horror Nights. I worked at some other haunts before, but yeah, Horror Nights is definitely a marathon. You have to be able to able to pace yourself and know what's happening.
100%.
And be able to plan for the entire day.
100%. So I'm so excited for this because the ladies, they can scare me. And I've seen tons of my fellow female characters, and holy crap, because there's the creepiness, there's the stalkiness, and there's that. It's a different energy. So I'm like really excited to I want to go just for like that.
Yeah.
The other two scare zones, they have the Chainsaw Rangers. So it's a diabolical gang of chainsaw wielding maniacs who strike upon those entering Halloween Horror Nights. Those guys, you want to talk endurance.
That's changed.
That's a whole different game. I couldn't even hold one of they let me hold one. Obviously, I was supervised. I didn't just pick one up. That's a no-no. You don't get to just go over there and pick up a chainsaw. You have to be trained to do it. Obviously, they take the chains off and stuff. But those are filled with gas, heavy. And then I couldn't even hold it in one hand and start it. They laughed so hard. They're like, come on, Wendy, get it. I was like, I literally can't do it.
You almost need to lift it up with both hands, and then right before you have to grab and push it down.
That's what they tried to get. I couldn't do it. They were laughing. They're like, well, Wendy, I don't know how you want to be a part of it. I was like, I will never audition for the chainsaw is bigger than me. Mm-hmm. So chainsaws are always awesome to see at Halloween Horror Nights. And then finally we have Demon City, and this takes place on New York Street, where bloodthirsty, demonic-looking club goers prowl the night looking for their next victims. I'm envisioning people up on still too. That's going to look so cool. Mm-hmm. Very, very exciting. So you guys, if you're going to Halloween Horror Nights this year at Universal Studios Hollywood, report back. Let us know what you thought, your favorite maze and whatnot. I don't think we're going to go do it.
Probably not.
I want to. I really want to, but my head is going, you're in a pandemic. And I'm just like, well, okay. Because I tend to also want to hug. Okay, when I say hug people, I do not mean you guys go and hug this character, okay? I hug them sometimes. I let them hug me first. Because you know them. Because they know me. They recognize oh, it's Wendy. She used to, so they'll come and hug me. But I do not recommend you because we're not supposed to touch any of the guests. And
that is a big no-no.
Yeah, and it's not like they're grabbing me and lifting me up. It's just kind of oh, hi, I missed you. And I'm like, oh, hi. So
I've seen you get your feet taken
okay,
off
fine,
the ground.
Whatever. It's fine. We just don't like to promote that. All right, moving on to the next topic. Before we do, I believe we have a couple of super chats.
Yes, we do.
From Marvin Martin. So we're going to go ahead and get to them right now. Marvin, thank you so much. Marvin writes, speaking of Halloween, little scares me anymore. If you can make a scary movie for yourself, what would it be?
Well, if you're looking for a movie that would scare me, that list is not very short. It is actually a pretty long list of scary movies. I did not like The Visit with the M. Night Shyamalan movie, and that didn't have any monsters in it.
No, it's just
monster movies
a little scarier.
Scare me. I feel uncomfortable with movies like The Conjuring. So you can pick any kind of monster genre or horror genre, whether it be monsters, psychos, elementals, nature, whatever. It's okay. Well, maybe not that. That just scary. Makes you confused,
angry at the end,
angry. I'm angry.
I think for me, if I could make a crazy, scary movie, I would want to base it on one of the. There's a couple of really creepy Japanese haunts and ghosts and lures. There's one specifically with the woman, The Grudge, or there's The Grudge, and then there's The Ring. Both of those are creepy AF. There's a movie called The Eye. There's the Korean version, which is the original version. There's the US version that's with Jessica Alba. If you're gonna watch it, watch the Korean version. That movie is responsible for why I can't be by myself inside an escalator. I freak the F out.
Escalator or elevator?
elevator. So escalators aren't scary. I just don't like it when the steps stop and I have to walk down it because I feel like my vision messes up from all the lines and I'm like, where am I stepping? And I don't want to make a fool out of myself and like,
especially if you're wearing the heels that you wore at Shang-Chi.
Those didn't have any grip. I got to put some grip on them. But yes, it's responsible for me not being able to be inside an elevator by myself. Creeps me the F out. But I think there is one like urban legend where it's this beautiful woman, but her face is like covered either by her hair or by a mask or something like that. And when you see her, it's kind of like cuts, almost like Joker, and it can like unhinge. And there's like that, something like that. I don't know the full details, but I remember like hearing and reading about it, and I was just like, oh, that's creepy AF. And I'm sure a movie like that already exists in Japan, but that sounds like something I would love to make. Let's see. Okay, Brennan says, Brennan just went. Brennan, the mystical Mar says, I saw the plane crash during a Universal tour.
Oh, yeah, that means it's still up there.
Confirmed.
It makes sense because it can be used for so many things.
Yeah.
You know, if you're doing any kind of horror movie, if you're doing any kind of, World War, I mean, having a plane crash set can be used for so many things.
Absolutely. We also have another super chat from Marvin.
Thank you so much, Marvin.
Thank you. Marvin writes, Mike Myers, Medusa, and etc. cursed, demonizing victims. It's true. It's true. 100% true. We are demonizing them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little
that
bit.
Is, yeah, because Medusa, she was, because a god was jealous of her beauty, and that's why she got transformed into that. So yeah, she's really much
what crap for her.
Oh, and also, what's his name? Friday the 13th. Jason. He was very much a victim.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually very true in that comment. Well said, Marvin Martin. All right, Dustin's plugging in my computer, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next topic, which is, I'm so excited that we get to talk about this because this news broke right before we came on air, and that is the news of Captain America 4. So Anthony Mackie, as you know, if you've watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, spoilers if you haven't, surprise! He is now Captain America, and he has closed the deal to star in Marvel's Captain America 4 film. There's really not much other detail other than this announcement that he is going to be in the next Captain America 4 film, considering that he literally took the role, the name and the role of Captain America. So it's unclear who else is going to be in the movie with him. We don't know if Sebastian Stan will be in or out, or if he is in, how much. It makes sense to me that he is in, for at least a good portion of it, but
I would really like to see kind of like a co-starring role for Sebastian Stan.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, how could we have ever thought that this would happen to a comic book franchise?
Yeah.
To where we could actually see the universe continue with the main actor dropping out of the role.
Mm-hmm.
He, Chris Evans was like, you know what, I kind of want to back away from Captain America and do my own things, which is perfectly fine for him to do.
In that role, yeah.
And he did 3 movies as the title character, but then 4, 5, like 5 other ones where he was in Avengers, in all 4 Avengers movies. So I'm like, this is amazing.
Because you counted Civil War as one of the Avenger movies.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I know. We all do that. We all do that.
That's not Captain America. No, wait. It is
Captain America Civil War. Yeah, even though, oh god, that movie's so kick-ass.
Such a good one.
Continue.
The fact that you can continue the storyline and continue this narrative and you're replacing the main actor without a hitch.
Yeah.
The fact that this is
transition's already happened.
It is now set up that you can continue almost everything. You can they could do that to Iron Man.
You know what this could mean too?
Mm-hmm.
We could maybe finally see Torres getting his wings.
Yeah.
Because they kind of hinted at it in the show, but they really didn't go full-fledged because, they only had like a limited amount of episodes, limited amount of time. But for the movie, like we can see so many different things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Rhodey will probably be a little bit more involved as well because they're both military. So, I can't wait. I can't wait. This is going to be fantastic. Great news.
And I'm also curious because now that they're doing this with Captain America and the idea of Ironheart.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a Netflix, not Netflix. It's going to be a Disney Plus series coming out soon. So I'm really curious on if they can kind of give that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier treatment to set Ironheart up as the next Iron Man. And like one of the commenters said, the Marvel machine never stops. So Captain America 4, according to Deadline, is scripted by the Falcon and the Winter Soldier head writer and creator Malcolm Spellman, along with series staff writer Dallin Musan. So this is so exciting that they have the writers from the show moving over into the films to keep the story in the same type of vibe and space. So I am very happy about this news because it's interesting that I've always thought like I sat there at the end of Endgame thinking, so like what's next? Where do they go from here next? And I'm like, it just, the universe exploded. Feige's like, hold my beer. This is what's next. We're
gonna give you multiverse, alternate timelines, the TVA. We're gonna give you shows, and we're gonna give you different new superheroes like Shang-Chi, the Eternals, which I'm seeing you guys' comments here. The tip, thank you so much, that the Eternals trailer might drop tomorrow. So
but I also like
we'll try to see if we can, if the trailer drops early, which is kind of my hope, we'll wake up early and do it before Dustin has to go to work.
Yeah.
Because he does work tomorrow. So
works super early tomorrow.
So we'll try to do
this that. Is also the thing. Someone else made a really good point. Rututu put in there, I don't think that they will show an Eternals trailer until Shang-Chi has been released.
Why?
Because I don't think they want to cannibalize the audience's attention. They want everyone right now to be focused on Shang-Chi.
But which doesn't come out until September, which is only 2 months. 2 months from November, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it a little late?
Yeah, you're right. So they actually might do that before Shang-Chi
comes out. But that's a really good point, though. That's a really good point. They have this major superhero film that they're about to come out, which I'm so excited for you guys to see.
Oh, I can't wait for you guys. I can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts.
We got a Shang-Chi pop. All right, sorry. I'm too excited.
You can never be too excited for a Marvel movie.
So freaking good. Like, because I had expectations, right? As you normally do when you walk into a film, for a property you're excited about. But you're just kind of like, hype yourself up too much because you're going to be disappointed. And I sat there and it like took my expectation. It was like better. So it's great. Yeah, I really wonder about that. Well, we'll keep our eyes on obviously the interwebs tomorrow. And if one does pop up before Dustin have to go to work, we'll film it and do a reaction and upload that for you. If it pops up after he goes to work, then we'll have to wait until later in the afternoon when he is home to do it.
So we'll get that. We will try to get it out to you guys as soon as possible.
Yes. Debbie says, Carl Lumpy appearance in Captain America? I sure hope so.
Yeah.
I sure hope so. I enjoyed his presence and his character in the show, so I'd love to see that carry over to the film.
I would like to see a lot of the themes from Falcon and the Winter Soldier come over and to be in the Captain America 4 movie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I cannot wait to hear more about Captain America 4.
It's going to be so exciting.
But that was one thing that I did want to say too. I really also like the direction that Marvel is going. It seems like they're going to have different areas that parts of the Avengers / superheroes are going to be going. You're going to have superheroes like Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch going off into the multiverse and trying to fix damage there. You're going to have some people go off to the galaxies and go off into space. And then you're still going to have your superheroes here on Earth. And that will leave room for Captain America, Winter Soldier. You can start bringing in characters like Daredevil, Spider-Man, and and then you can still have characters that pop up in multiple of them. So I'm really curious to start seeing how this universe is now just expanding to where you have so many characters that you now need different realities or different places to put them so they can overlap, but they don't interfere.
Right. Yeah. Good point there. Should we go ahead and hit this super chat from Chris's Choice? Chris Mendes writes, let's settle this once and for all. Dustin is obviously a Jedi. Is Wendy secretly a Sith Lord? I think yes. And 4 more days until I am a Disney cast member.
Woo!
Yes, Chris. So happy. We love that for you. I probably am secretly a Sith Lord.
Well,
even with my Tano shirt on, I feel like
I think
there are certain things that the way I think, the way I do things. I always joke about how like I'm dead inside.
Yeah, but I think you would be better classified as like a Slytherin, or because Slytherins aren't technically evil. If you're a Sith Lord, yeah, you're kind of the dark side. You are, ultimate power kind of a thing. And I don't see you as that.
Well, that's good.
But I see you
that's
maybe more of like Ahsoka Tano, to where she's like, I am no Jedi.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just like, I can do Jedi things, but I'm not like part of the Order.
Yeah, exactly. You decided to leave the Order because
see ya.
I'm not dealing with your political bull. So I'm out of here. I'm doing my own thing.
I like that answer. I'll take that. I'll take that as my own. Thanks, honey. And I see a couple of you guys saying in the chat here from Rodney and from Debbie that EW did release like a first look, like an Internals look. And Gemma Chan obviously looks absolutely gorgeous. They all look gorgeous. It's part of the deal. You being in an Internals movie, you have to be gorgeous.
Eternally beautiful.
Yes. And Debbie says that usually when EW drops a Marvel spread, the trailer isn't too far behind. Which is actually true. And I love what Ronnie said here. The next 2 MCU films directed by Asian The Reputation in 2021 is Insane Raya, Shang-Chi, Chloe Zhao, Gemma Chan, and In the Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we actually saw Chloe Zhao on the red carpet, and I 100% did the fangirl thing. Oh my God, I love you. I mean, your work. I love your work. I love your work.
No, I love you.
No, I love you. I love it. Oh, Tim is asking, OMG, what are your Harry Potter houses? Ravenclaw?
Oh, and I'm Hufflepuff. Definitely 100% Hufflepuff. I mean, even before I took the test, I'm like, duh, that's what I am.
I would have actually put you in Gryffindor, but Hufflepuff makes sense too.
No, I'm not a Gryffindor.
Comment you guys comment or put in the chat your Harry Potter houses in the chat or the comment section. And we're going to go ahead and move into the next topic here. And that is, I put up this for Dustin specifically, and we are talking Wheel of Time. So let me go ahead and put up this this little image here. Also an EW cover, and I'll take off the Captain America banner. There we go. So that is your core cast for the Wheel of Time series that is coming to Amazon Prime Video exclusively. And Dustin, taking from the left of their photo to the right, let's go ahead and sound off who we see here. Go ahead and let them know.
Starting from the left in the green, I believe that is Nynaeve. Mm-hmm. We have Matt Cawthon. We have Land Almendragoran. Egwene. Moraine. We have Moraine,
played by Rosamund Pike.
We have Egwene. We have Perrin Aybara and Randall Thor.
The one.
Mm-hmm.
The one.
Mm-hmm.
The
we don't want to say we don't want to say any spoilers about that because we have
thing in the book. Okay.
Well, no. It's not. It doesn't have. I mean, what is it?
Fine.
The Dragon Reborn does not actually happen until the 3rd book. I mean, it's the
Eye
of the World, The Great Hunt, and then the Dragon Reborn.
That is very true. So sorry if I ruined it for
anybody.
I am
so excited about this. November cannot come soon enough for me. In the article, they talked about some of the things that they've put into this, some of the heart and soul, and they're trying really hard to be able to capture a novel this size.
And for how many? 15 novels or something crazy like that, yeah?
15 ginormous novels. And they also had a picture that got me really excited for Shadar Logoth, one of the cities, one of the forbidden cities in the book. And it looks epic. I'm a little upset because they mentioned that they completely rebuild Shadar Logoth from the ground up for 15 minutes worth of footage. And I'm like, I want to see more of Shadar Logoth. I'm dying to see what some of the concept art for the Trollocs are. I love to they showed us a picture of Logain, and just to see where this is going and how it looks. just gets me so excited for this series.
I feel like I need to restart reading the books, even though I'm in the midst of reading so many different books right now. Finally made it to book 3 of Shadow and Bone. So, but I think I can finish this one very quickly. I feel like book 2 was a bit slow for me, especially once certain characters arrived at the Little Palace. I was like, oh God, just keep it going. It's the same thing page after page, but pushed through, got to the end, and now I'm book 3, gonna read through that, and then not gonna do Dune until after the movie.
Yeah, I think Dune.
So,
well, Dune would be a really hard one to be able to finish before the movie.
But also the first movie only covers half the book.
Oh,
so, right. Because
right.
So I want to go and watch the movie, enjoy that, and then I can go to the book and be like, da, 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 and then find out and keeps going for me. So I think that's what I want to do. All right. So, but yeah, I had to put in the Wheel of Time topic for Dustin because he's such a big fan of the property, obviously. And then we have a quick little Mandalorian 3 update. Nothing too big, nothing about, surprising cameos and characters and whatnot. But we know that they have not yet began production on season 3 because some of the production team are working on the spin-off Book of Boba Fett, which should be out later this year in December. But we also have our star of the show, Pedro Pascal, who is filming the HBO's station adaptation of Last of Us, and that's filming in Canada, so he obviously can't be in 2 places at once. But we have, let's see, a comment from Giancarlo Esposito, who previously said the production would be starting soon. And Carl Weathers did confirm this. He was at a Steel City Con, and he said, quote, "We're going to start a new season of The Mandalorian within the next month. I get to be in front of the camera again, and I get to direct again."
And I have to admit, I loved his directing on the one episode that he did. I thought he did a great job, and I am just so excited to hear that they're starting filming within a month.
Yeah, very, very exciting. Very curious also to see how Book of Boba Fett is going to be. Like, this is just so weird because it's like, it's in the Mandalorian universe, but it's also kind of like its own thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting, but you guys know we're going to already be doing like reactions to that. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't yet, and just stay tuned for any sort of like upcoming, what is that called? Upcoming reactions once the show begins to air. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to our final topic here, and that is Star Wars Visions, the trailer, the voice cast. We are loving it. If you haven't seen our trailer reaction yet for the Star Wars Visions, it's up on our channel right now. You actually get a 2-in-1, and that's why that video is a little bit longer than our usual video. But that one is because we saw I clicked on, it was when I typed in the search bar Star Wars Visions trailer, only one popped up, and that was the original trailer, which is in Japanese with the English subtitles. And we're kind of like, whoa, what? I'm all here for, like, that's the way I like to watch my anime. Dustin, while I was in the middle of editing, was like, hey, there's actually a second one that's Englished up. And I was like, well, let me just stop this right now. We'll set it up and we'll go ahead and give them like another reaction, but we'll put it in the same video. It just doesn't make sense to make 2 videos out of it. So go ahead and check that out on the channel. We love it. As an anime fan, growing up watching anime, I cannot believe we're like, how come it took so long?
Yeah.
But also glad it's here.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, the things that we can do with, and Disney and animation have never been, I mean, not Disney, Star Wars and animation have actually always been closely linked, from the original Clone Wars that we got on Cartoon Network, to the Clone Wars series, to Rebels, there's been a lot of Star Wars animation. So I'm actually wondering what took them so long to do something like this. And I love the fact that they are letting these legendary anime masters just do their art form. They're making it originally voiceover in Japanese, and then dubbing it into English,
right?
Which is, I think, the best way to keep the true essence of these anime shorts, and just be able to just keep it as much Japanese animation style as
100%.
possible.
You want to stay in the root. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of these amazing imageries. This is one that Dustin and I are really looking forward to. The kind of black and white, and the only color that are in there is, you know, the color of the lightsaber, as well as this shot that looks amazing. We get a look at one of their lightsabers. Looking excellent. Somehow I only grabbed the screenshots that have red lightsabers in it. What is this? What is this saying about me?
That you're secretly a Sith Lord.
There we go. That's awesome. And of course, this crazy shot.
Oh, that looks so cool. And I think that one is from the twins. I think the black and white one
the duel
is the duel. And I have to admit,
which makes sense.
I am really excited about the animation style of the duel, the black and white with the glow of the lightsabers. And I have a feeling that we're going to, all of us Star Wars fans are going to get a little shit from the fan lightsaber. Because you know when Kylo Ren first came out, and then all the different styles of lightsabers, they kept on getting bigger and bigger and bigger and more ridiculous.
I like
and
Kylo's
now we
lightsaber,
have a fan lightsaber,
which is really cool.
Not a fan. It's actually like, what is it? An umbrella lightsaber. So, but I want to see how someone would fight with that, how it might change from, like, say, a fan to a polearm.
I feel like General Grievous is like, where can I get one of those? Mister, I want to collect all the lightsabers.
Well, they also had that like in Rebels a lot, where it had the spinning part of the lightsaber for all of the Inquisitors. And I'm just super excited just to see these animators just be able to be given free range and to be able to go nuts.
Yeah. And you were talking about the for the English dub, some of the voices we're going to be hearing in this series. That includes Brian T, Lucy Liu, Jaden Waldman. We have Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Bobby Moynihan, Tamara Morrison, of course, voicing Boba Fett, Shelby Young, Mark Thompson, Neil Patrick Harris, Allison Brie, Jonathan Lapau. We have Karen Fukuhara, Nicole Sakura, Christopher Sean. We have Carrie Hiroyuki Tagawa. We have Andrew Kishino. We have Stephanie Shea. I hope I'm saying her last name right. We have Kimiko Glenn, who is awesome. We have, let's see, Simu Liu voicing a character as well. Misa Oka, Greg Chung, Neil Kaplan, and Michael Sinterklaas. I think I'm saying it, hopefully I'm saying that right. Kyle Chandler, David Harbour, Jordan Fisher, James Hahn, the Elder. It so makes sense for James Hong to be the Elder. We have Anna Cathcart, Hiromi Dam. Oh, that's my friend.
Oh, really?
Hiromi Dames, yeah. She was on, was it Hannah Montana? She was the one with she sounds like this. I met her. Well, I'll tell you about it after. But that's my friend. Oh my gosh. I know her. We know her as Romy.
I know her.
We know her as Romy.
Oh.
But it's her phone name is Hiromi. Oh my God, I'm so excited for her. I need to text her. We have a let's see. I lost my spot because I got too excited. I'm sorry. Paul Nakauchi and Kyle McCarley, and we have even more. Okay, there's even more. I keep scrolling.
Lot of them.
Henry Golding, Jamie Chung, George Takai. Let's see, Lorraine Toussaint. We have Masaki Terasuma. Oh, this is the Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a whole thing. We'll probably list them like the article in the description of the video so you guys can read through everything. I'm also going to pronounce probably more than half of these Japanese names, so I don't want to embarrass myself. But I'm so excited. Dustin and I were talking about when we do the reaction for Visions, it'll probably be in the English dub to make things just a little bit easier, but I know I'm going to have to watch every episode twice because there's no way I'm not watching any of these not in Japanese. I have to do it. Have to do it. And you guys, that is the end of our live stream today. I want to thank all of you. What's wrong?
Well, I was wondering.
Oh, is there more?
Well, no, I wanted to. Oh, no. I wanted to know if we were going to talk about. Oh no, because we don't do What If until Saturdays.
That's on
Saturday.
That is
correct.
So we will be back
so excited
on
about
Saturday.
It. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to see it, our reaction is up on our channel to check out the latest episode of What If. I'm just so excited to talk to you guys about it. We will talk to you about it on Saturday.
Well, you guys. guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Oh, wait, before we go, I got to see if anybody typed in their houses in Harry Potter. So I'm going to just scroll up the chat a little bit. Let's see. Debbie says, Pottermore sorted me into Hufflepuff. Fellow Hufflepuff. Movie
Hufflepuff.
Punch. Chris Mendez says, I am a proud Slytherin. Nice. Let's see. Is there only 2 of you? No, only 2 people. So we've got, nobody's a Gryffindor, huh?
Aha, no Gryffindors. We don't need any of those proud Gryffindors telling us what to do.
Let's just say Hufflepuffs are the best. Because Dustin is the best. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. It's, as always, a fun time chatting with you guys. We will be back on Saturday, like Dustin said, at 2 p.m. PT with another live stream. And that is when we're going to dive full into spoilers for episode 2 of What If. Until then, you guys, stay well, be safe, wash your hands, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.